Okay, so this is just a couple of important things to note. I transferred the patterns over onto the plywood. I actually used the cheapest plywood I could possibly get at the store. If I were to do it again, this is only a 1/4 inch. I would recommend buying some nicer plywood. But, you know, I'm trying to keep costs down on this as well. So I think this will be fine. It's just more splintery and kind of more of a pain to work with, but it's alright. So this is obviously the second form, so I have the middle form, then the second form on either side, and then the third form over there. I cut one out of each and then trace them so that I know they'll be an exact match onto the second sheet of plywood. I'll then cut those out. Now, one thing that I wanted to talk about is I traced it once and then flip it over, and you can trace it again, and that's a good way to check the symmetry of the boat. You want to make sure that it's actually symmetrical. If you did the curve wrong on one side, you'd be able to tell that here. Again, it's kind of only important, I'm only putting things here, so it's only important that they line up on these dots. You can see here that I'm obviously off a little bit with this symmetry. Now I'm going to have one stringer here and then another one here, so this space in the middle doesn't matter a whole lot because the cloth will end up just following the stringers, and this space almost could not even be there. But that being said, I want to remind myself to cut along the inner line, and then that way, once I cut both of these out, I'll clamp them together and sand them down together so they'll be identical. So if I cut along the inner line, that means that one of them is going to have one side that's a little bulging out, and I'll just be able to clean that up afterwards. So that's where we're at today. I'm going to cut the rest of these out, and then I'll clamp them together and sand them down evenly. Alright.